but I'm curious, like, is it really what people expected it would be? Is it a worse experience than it was before? Personally, I think it probably is, but I can't say because I'm not working full time in the office. But I am
Mm.
curious what you're hearing from that standpoint.
I think that, again, going back to my generation environment, and you picked up how to do things, how we do things around here by sitting with people, asking them, talking to them, people maybe showing there's a quicker way to do that. Um, and that's how we kind of grew with the role. There's a very old fashioned English called Sitting Next to Nelly. I don't know why that name appeared,
This
but it
now.
was basically you you sit next to Nelly, you watch what Nelly does, and then you do it, and that's how you learn. So I think that the difference I see is speaking to people in your generation, and I do. Uh, they just want to get on with it. I, I feel that your generation are can find out what they need to know as and when they need to know it. So they can have access to. Traditionally, you've got a level of management who would sit there waiting to be shown what to do. You knock on the manager's door, say, "Listen, I'm stuck a bit. Can I help you?" Well, not now. I've got a meeting to prepare for. Come back tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. That kind of thing for offices is how someone like me started a long time out loud. It's out there. I just want not can do attitude, but that I'm not going to hang around waiting for somebody to tell me.
Believe that we are the digital native generation, right? We grew up,
Hmm.
I grew
Yeah.
up, and I had my first phone was like an LG chocolate, so it was like a normal phone. And then I got that around like 10 years old. My next phone was one of like the flip up, 13, I think, was it like a BlackBerry. What's it? It's like we had so much information in the palm of our hands at such a young age that this kind of, like you said, this can do attitude. But I think what's interesting and a point that I want to underscore is one of the findings of this research study, which is the 1 in 10 Gen Zers wanting to work in the office full time. It's over half, 52% of Gen Z believe they are lazier than their parents' generation. Now, I think I can kind of explain where this comes from in that, my parents' generations, they're different generations. My mom is a boomer, my dad is Gen X. Yes, she's older than him, about 9 years, and of worker bees, right? More of this like
Mm.
industrial revolution
Yeah.
era mentality. And it's not that Gen Z isn't that way or can't work hard, but I think the definition of hard work is different. And I also think that the incentives aren't as strong now to, let's say, we've talked about this before, stay at a company for 20 years, there's no pension, there's no lifelong employment. The incentives aren't there to stay at a company, and the incentives aren't really there to work hard for someone else your entire career because we're seeing not only people who have worked 20 plus years that they were sold, right, these, as I like to refer to them, kind of lies,